And we are back. So, last we left off, the crew here had just found themselves in a bit of a predicament, confronting the one and only Suliath. I'll say his name as many times as I like. The Merid that was summoned from the conch that resurrected Moog Brajaw in exchange for his freedom, and then demanded a night of entertainment at the behest of yours truly. Moog started off with a tale of bugbear as fruit trees, and it was beautiful. I loved it. I know that's how it was. That's what Suliath took from it, and he was not interested. Put a collar around his neck. Then Velree regaled everyone with the tale of her dreadful experience. It was sad and depressing. Suliath was not pleased with that one either. Put a collar around her neck. Then Zoom gave a tale of his days, his college days, all the way to where he ended now. It was a long, elaborate tale. It was so great. Suliath was so pleased. He decided to enslave Zoom to keep him around, to regale him with more tales. And it was at this point that Tristan Varel took matters into his own hands and struck what should have been a mighty blow, but it was slightly resisted, towards Suliath engaging in combat, in which we had a very long, drawn-out combat against this Merid, who at one point summoned a water elemental to aid him, though it did not matter. And Tristan Varel summoned another divergent version of himself that turned out to be a illithid, a mind flayer version of himself that managed to shake the shackles that Tristan put on it, controlling it, and was going to possibly try to eat his brain, which would have gotten super weird, like eating your own brain. I don't know. Who knows what might have happened. However,
so question:
fan fiction stuff there.
If Illithid Trist is killed in our realm, and Tristan rolls another 8 in the future.
That is the question.
Would the same Illithid creature come out?
I guess you'll find out.
Okay.
Let's try it after this long rest.
I guess you'll find out. So, it's important to note that the Illustrist is still there.
Gotta loot that body. It's gotta have some good shit on him. That's all I'm saying.
And off one of those little tentacles too.
Maybe he has the puzzle box. Who knows? There's really no telling.
But there's also a puddle of goop that once was Suliath. It's just like this kind of like iridescent green glowing like sludge. And there is a trident laying next to it.
Nice.
What about my javelins?
The javelins are also there.
Take my javelins.
Rogar should take that trident
There are a few bolts.
as a trophy.
By few, I mean like the 2 hits that Moog hit, 2 or 3 maybe. There's 2 or 3 bolts laying there. The rest of them were just out in the cavern somewhere.
Out in the aether somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need it. We don't need to recover them unless we want to, because Rogar has however many we have in the bag of holding.
I'll pick up the trident as well.
Yeah, man.
You pick up the trident. To save us all time, it is literally just a trident. However, it is sized for a large creature, Rogar.
Throw it in the wall.
Okay.
So it's like the equivalent of a harpoon. So it is unwieldy since you are not a large creature.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
gold? Does it have gems or anything cool? I mean, he was pretty full of himself.
It is made out of apparently what looks to be like pure silver.
Oh,
It's
Ooh.
probably worth some money.
We'll take that and put it in the old bag of holding.
It's got some weight to it. It's like it weighs like like 40 pounds, where a normal something this size would weigh like 8 or 9 pounds, maybe a little less. It's big and made of pure silver.
Weighs
Like,
as much as Zoom.
all right.
Pillows, food. Still here? Gone.
Pillows
That's
are
a
still
good
there, and so is the food.
Ooh, I'm gonna start eating.
Start
Up an
eating.
appetite.
Yeah.
Just. I mean, when was the last time we ate? I have no idea.
Not. It's been probably on the ship. So half a day ago,
So
or actually probably almost a full day.
Yeah.
Getting close.
I'm hungry. How many pillows are there? Did he like go over?
There
the
was
top
one for
and,
each
like,
of you,
put
so there were
much?
five good size pillows. There was a large blanket that was created, as well as like lying, a couple, a little like a spread, some nice stuff. There.
Nice.
Some candles kind of around some of the area, lighting.
where's Khan when you need him?
This is fine. No, this is all right. I needed a break. He does too.
We're gonna let's try to set up camp.
Yeah. Moog's gonna sit down
Okay.
and take out a piton and his hammer and start like just attempting to chip off some barnacle.
So at this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys, we're taking an extended rest. You have not discovered a way to get off this island quickly. It's already happened. You guys can all level up.
Oh yeah.
You will be here for an entire month.
Oh.
Exciting.
You are on this island for a month.
How do we get food?
Can we
Just
search?
the five of you.
Can we search Illithid? and see
Okay,
if
yeah,
maybe
that's
there's
fine.
something
That's
cool?
fine. You guys want to try to search the Illith Trist?
Yeah.
I didn't know we were gonna go straight into the month long.
Okay, well, go ahead and give me an investigation check real fast.
Oh, hold on, I just leveled up. Damn it!
Power.
20? Yeah, dirty
20. Dirty 20. You begin to search the ill, and it's creepy because it has some aspects of you. Like it has the same shoulders.
Has my hair.
It's
on
wearing
weird
it's
skin.
wearing a modified version of your coat. There is no hair.
Ooh, shit.
It's a modified version of your coat.
That's cool.
It tapers real thin around the waist. It's kind of, I don't know, it's a little. It is what it is.
I'm gonna get it. Cosplay is Trist.
Okay.
Hell
He
yeah.
just takes the coat off of it. It is sticky with mucus that's quickly drying on the flesh of
Precipitation.
the dead Illithid. As you're looking it over, Trist, you don't see, it has like weird, strange things on it.
Yes.
A lot of strange artifacts that you probably would have no idea who or what they do or for what exactly. Just little baubles and crystals and things like that.
They have language on them.
They do not. At least nothing that you would be capable of reading.
So
There
I couldn't
are-
comprehend languages.
This wouldn't work because this would be, it's almost like Braille. So I don't, like a normal
Let's
person
see.
couldn't read Braille. That's how I feel about this. Right?
Uh,
How do you guys feel about that?
Let me see what comprehend language says.
Let me just put it like this. The Mind
You
Flayers
are-
have their own language. And it is a series of like dots and slashes. If they write it down, and they have to rub their tentacles on it to read it. Like you don't read it with your eyes.
Sexy.
So I don't know how you would do that.
It says you
Yeah.
understand. Oh, yeah, that'd be weird. It says you understand any written language you see, but you must be touching the surface. But it also says it doesn't decode secret messages in a text or a glyph.
Yeah.
So if it's like a secret,
Yeah,
then
they're probably considered glyphs.
Yeah, these would be
Yeah.
considered glyphs. So yeah. So no, you cannot tell what some of them. Some of them do have stuff carved onto them. You're not sure what.
I just start blowing on stuff. Alright.
Magical, as far as magical things, Trist. You do notice there is a book on this creature.
Yes.
It is in fact a spell book. It's weird, Trist. It has all the exact same spells you have. However, the book appears to be in a different penmanship than what yours is written in. That's about all I'll give you. It has similar entries into it, and then it kind of tapers off. It kind of trails off at some point. You'd have to do some serious looking into it to glean more out of it. It's just a cursory glance.
All right. Then I will take my dagger that was given to me by Zune. And I'll cut off a little piece of its tentacle face thingy.
Okay.
And I'm going to put that in my little vial.
All right. You kind of take it a while, put in one of its tentacles, put it in a vial.
Do you
It's disgusting.
want to maybe talk to it and see if it has any ideas on how to get us off of this rock?
The problem is it speaks, but it doesn't even speak. They do mind communication.
Yeah, it doesn't actually. It never actually physically spoke. It was talking to Tristan in his head.
I don't think that would work.
Wait a sec. So, guess we don't have a genie's head. It's all evaporated. So,
No, puddle of goop over there. So, I think we're done with this, and we're going into our extended rest.
Does
Everyone's
Triss
leveling up.
double in power? Just like Jet Li's famous
No, it's
movie.
This is not the one. This is not Highlander. There cannot only be one. This is not happening. No, he does not double in power.
If Triss summons the rest and kills them,
He kills
does
them.
he gain their power?
Kill them. No, it's not.
Saying it's a cool mechanic, bro. All right.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to go around time jumping and killing all of my other people.
So,
Exactly, bro.
all right. With that, my sheet here, while you guys are leveling up, we're going to go ahead and do endeavors. So let's go ahead and start with, we'll start with Rogar. So the way this is going to work from here on, because I'm forcing you all to do story stuff now, is you will get 2 mechanic endeavors, and then you will get 1. You have to give me something to do with your story that is going to take place during this month. Whatever that is, interaction with someone else, a memory, reflection, I don't care what it is, just something. So Rogar.
So the first 2 I get, or at least the first one for that's the personal upgrade, I guess, would be I'm going to try to finish up my feat learning of resilience for dexterity.
All right.
I have 2 successes.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check then.
All right. That's not very good, I don't think. Oh, it's an 8.
It's not going to work, my friend.
Okay. All right. Well, for my other one, I had to do a different one, right?
You could try it again if you'd like.
All right, trying it again. Worse.
Nope.
7. 2 fails.
So, never's wasted. Wasted.
It lowers the DC, doesn't it?
No, not that.
I thought
Not on your last one.
Oh, okay. All right. I know. I'm just saying. I thought they lowered the DC when you failed.
Oh no, it does. Except for your final one, it stops. The final one stops at 15.
Okay. All right. For my story elements, I'm stuck on the island. I would be trying to. I don't know how you want to do this, but I would want to. My main focus is going to be on the helmets.
Okay. All right.
Trying to understand that as much as I can. And working with Trist, I assume, on unraveling the mysteries of that.
Okay. Okay. Is that something Trist might be interested in? Maybe.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then we will do a collab event for that one then.
All right.
So next endeavor then, Moog Can't miss Broadjaw.
Yeah, let's see how really that is, huh? So I have 2 successes on my endeavor for tough, yeah.
You do.
So it would be really great to get that 3rd success.
Give me a Constitution check.
Straight Constitution check?
Yes.
Well, the good news about that is I used my level up to boost my con score. So
Okay.
it's a straight con roll. A 9 freaking team.
Tough.
There you go.
Has been
Boosted that
had.
con.
Moog finally.
Fucking it. God damn it. That's right. So I get another endeavor to try something else, huh?
You do. You get one more.
Cool. I know, so I know it would be impossible to gain this while we're in the cave. But like when we get out of the cave, would you allow me to attempt to become proficient in the hand crossbow?
You'll have to do that on a different endeavor, not this one.
Okay. All right. So let's
give
see.
me something else.
I might. Well, I don't want to put too much pressure on Trist, but I need to understand how we're going to get these barnacles off.
I'm not a doctor.
I know you're not a doctor. I don't know if it's a doctor thing. I would spend some time, and maybe you can charge me for an endeavor for this, but I would spend some time trying to chisel them off.
You attempt.
Yeah.
The problem is every night you sleep, that comes back.
Gotcha. So I'd noticed that pretty quick. Like a terrible wart. Do they
Yes.
get worse? Are they getting worse?
As the month passes, it appears, yes, they are getting thicker and worse.
Oh, geez. Like those nasty toenails that people get. Yeah. God. Well, that sucks.
You get one more mechanical, whatever you'd like to do.
Yeah.
Got these guns in my backpack, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we got
true,
the
right?
gun.
I should practice with the rifle, right? I got the rifle.
You could
So
try.
I can take some practice shots with the rifle. Maybe I can attempt to gain proficiency with that
yeah.
since we have
Yeah,
one.
you can.
Yeah.
Go
Let's
ahead
do that.
and give me this would be just a dexterity check.
Dex check. All right. Oh, heck yeah. Another 19, bro.
A 19.
Yeah.
To gain proficiency with an item, you only need to make one successful roll.
Nice.
You are proficient with firearms. Mo.
Woohoo. Where do I'm gonna add that here?
Hell yeah.
So you can add that under
Proficiency.
proficiencies.
Weapon. Firearms.
So you do learn how to use firearms in this time, Moog. Moog's probably spending a lot of time outside.
Is it a
Yeah.
Well,
It's a rifle.
just
I believe.
offers. Yeah. So proficiency rifle.
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. Thanks.
Now, story, Moog. Give me something, Moog.
Well, as related to I would definitely take some time in this area to see were there any indicators about Zidrin's location.
Okay.
If I could find any clues about that.
All right. Why don't you give me an investigation check?
All right, here comes an investigation roll. Okay, well that's fair. It's only an 8. There's probably not much on this island to do with Zidrin.
Nothing that you can glean. You kind of. I'll say that, especially if you're learning how to use firearms and whatnot, you probably have like a small shooting range, probably outside, maybe in the kind of ship graveyard.
Oh yeah.
And you do a little bit of investigation out and around, but you never really turn up much when it comes to that. But you're always thinking about it.
Kind of I'm here May as well, kind of.
Yeah. But it's always on the forefront of your mind, though.
Yeah. Zidrin's fate. What fate Zidrin?
Okay.
You know?
Well then,
That does it for me.
that does it for Moog Broadjaw. I would slide this over to Tristan Varel, but it looks like he might be busy.
I'm peeking out my window.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Tristan Varel, endeavors,
Yes.
sir.
So since we're stuck on an island, I cannot copy spells because I don't have access to components, I'm assuming.
You have plenty of components, Trist. because you are in a hag's cave, and there is
Oh,
all
sweet.
kinds of stuff magical here that you could use to do so.
Okay. Well, I'd like to copy spells into my book.
Okay. We'll say that you can use an endeavor to copy as many as you'd like, as long as you have all the money to do so.
Yes, that will be the next thing. I think I do, though.
I mean, you guys do have quite a bit of money, so I would assume so. Yes.
So second endeavor is a collab for the teleportation helmets.
All right. So between the two of you, I'll let one of you give me a intelligence check. It's going to be just a straight roll, because normally you guys would have disadvantage, but since you're helping each other, it'll be just a straight intelligence check.
Mine's 1 point higher.
Okay. So go ahead and roll, Trist. Straight check.
Yeah, it's a 12.
A 12. You can't quite put together some of the elements. There's pieces missing, and there's aspects of the helm that are occultish. And even consulting your diary and some of the books that you pulled off of Gilbert and his private domain, Esoteric Order of Dagon, a few of the other books that you have in your possession, you cannot come with. You're not able to pull together the necessary information, but you feel like you're getting close. You're getting close for sure. All right, and story time, Trist. What would you like to do?
Story time. So Tristan knows that Goldtooth was last seen. I just drew a blank on that island. Zenmith. And he has a book, a cultish book.
He does.
EOD, who was also based in Zenmith, I believe he was told or read.
Yes.
So Tristan stopped reading into the book because he was going to have to make a sanity check.
Yes, he was.
Well, Tristan's now going to push further into the book.
Okay, then.
Because he knows Mogues also want to do it as Zenmith. All roads right now lead to Zenmith.
All right. Go ahead and give me a sanity check then. A save. It is a save, but none of you have proficiency in it. So
Fuck yeah.
19. You pass.
Yeah, plus I think I have like a +3.
+3. Okay. All right. So Trist, you begin to, over this time, you begin to consult the Esoteric Order of Dagon, and you get most of what I've told you in the past before. It is a very strange religion, and it's definitely a very much a cult, essentially, is what it is. And it appears to only have roots in Zenmith, as far as you know. There's mention of other islands and a couple other places, but nothing concrete. What you do grab from this is that the entity known as Dagon is, in fact, what you know from some of your other studies to be one of the harbingers of madness, one of the things that split the realm itself almost 1,000 years ago and plunged it into chaos. The things that Velree the Vicious, the founder of the dynasty, fought against back so long ago. You do get a description of Dagon, which slowly pulls at your sanity. It appears to be a large aquatic creature that resembles a humanoid fish with 2 large, thin arms instead of fins. Its maw is wide and deep with rows of serrated teeth like that of a piranha, and several rows. Its lower torso resembles that of an eel, thick, with serrated fins running to the tip. Its eyes are endless orbs of blackness with an unknowable intelligence behind them. It is said that Dagon is also known as the spawn of the depths. It is an ancient creature of primal hunger and lust. It seeks to dominate the endless depths of ocean and drown those on land in the cold waters of its hunger. To do so, It cultivates spawn and is suspected to be the father of countless monstrosities. It is worshipped by its children zealously, which means that not only are there some of these more humanoid cults, but there's also probably cults of strange creatures that worship this thing. These cults are known to try to emulate their father's hunger for cruelty towards those around them. His cults are a circle of bloodthirsty creatures that feast and copulate in his honor. For all who worship the spawn of the depths will never grow hungry or die. When the tide rises, only his chosen will remain. There's several mentions of immortality.
Oh, shit.
As well, you discover that some of the more rites to Dagon involve sacrifices, specifically sacrifices of humanoid females given to Dagon to bring spawn into this world.
Yes. All right. Zenith's crazy place. On my level up, I took 2 spells and I took a feat.
Oh, instead of ability score increase, okay.
I did. Took the feat. I took Warcaster.
That would be a good one to take for you.
The way I
Yes.
picture it, Tristan's out like concentrating on spells, and then he has like Velree or Rogar or Moog like start, hitting them, taking pop shots at him while he's trying to concentrate on these spells, avoid dropping them. And eventually it works.
Do some combat training.
Yeah, combat training.
Yeah. Very.
He's
Luke
concentrating on
Skywalker
like
style.
haste as he runs through an obstacle course.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's be clear that Moog is using his 10-foot reach to attempt to tickle Trist
Why
as he
not?
runs back. Yeah,
Sure, why not?
that's my distraction, tickling.
Well, next set of endeavors, Zune. What you got?
Yeah. I went ahead and maxed out my charisma.
Awesome. Maxed. Oh shit.
So I'm going
Bad
to
as it is.
just practice a little bit, give little compliments, see if, what seems to be working on all kinds of people, all different personalities, Does Moog understand I'm complimenting him? Is it getting anywhere? Does Velree, is she going to kill me if I say this to her? That kind of things.
Okay.
So yeah. And then I learned the spell polymorph. So I figure,
Fantastic.
we're in a
Yes,
hag's
I'm
Cave. She did all
glad.
kinds of weird stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that, I'm kind of poking through her stuff, just kind of figuring it out.
Yeah. You definitely probably pick up on a couple things. What do you want to do mechanically for your character?
What do you mean by mechanically?
Are there any feats you're looking at, or any, I don't know, proficiencies you might want to try to
I'm
grab?
sorry. Yeah, I would actually like to work on my strength.
Okay.
I would like to get it from a 7, but I didn't want to waste my ability score on that.
Okay.
So-
Go ahead and give me a strength check, and I'll say you're working towards the resilient feat.
All right, and this isn't something where I could also take Warcaster, right? Instead, not that kind of feat.
It's going to be either one or the other. Like you want to work, and it's going to be working towards it. So which one would you like to work towards?
I think I'd like to work toward Warcaster because that sounds really cool. and I
All right.
didn't
Well, in
even
that
think about
case, give me a charisma check because that's your spellcasting ability.
All right, so not a charisma saving throw, a charisma check.
Charisma check. You're going to need 3 successes for this. The DC
Right.
gets higher.
That is 19.
That's the first one's definitely a pass. Would you like to try again to get a second success?
Let's see if we can.
Okay.
And that is a 17.
That is another pass. So on the next one, you will have to. It's a little bit higher, but if you fail it, then you'll get one more try at a 15. So there you go. So for now, you have 2 successes. Just mark that down somewhere. Your next
Alright.
level up, you can try to grab it. Now, as far as like your story, your personal story is concerned, anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, actually, I would like to try to. I know that Triss still has that little eyeball, right? That we crushed and could see in darkness.
Yes, the dark vision. Mm-hmm.
I would like to see if, since I'm now in the perfect place to try to figure it out, I want to see if I can figure out what it is and how to replicate it.
Okay.
I don't want to damage it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Just like, is the same stuff here? Can I make it happen? Maybe write a recipe book. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you give me an investigation check, and this will be looking into the hag's stuff. You're just kind of perusing her wares to see what you can kind of glean from it.
This just looks like a bunch of gross stuff to me.
Okay. Now, I will say with a 10, Zoom, you in particular, I'm kind of looking through some of this stuff. And most of this is junk. However, you do come across something. You come across what looks to be like a broken lute.
It's interesting.
And you kind of pick it up and you're kind of interested in it. It takes time to kind of fiddle with it, and you're here for a month, so I'm assuming you take some time to kind of mess with it. Well, you don't find anything on this eye or whatnot. This kind of takes up the majority of your time. And you notice soon that once you finally get it, you finally get the cords restrung with the stuff that you have in your back. Anytime you strum it, it makes a strange noise. It's not like a normal lute. Would you like to play it?
I would like to ask Tristan if he can help me identify it first.
Yeah.
But I would love to play it after Tristan helps me identify it.
Okay.
I've learned from Moog.
Well, then we will put that off till after this is up. All right. Then that brings us to our final set of endeavors then with Velree.
For me. Sorry. So I have 2 fails for the slasher and 2 fails for tough.
Okay.
Fine. Slasher is the dexterity one, right?
Yes.
All right. Going for that. I just roll a d20, right?
Yeah. Well, your dexterity check.
Dexterity. 18 plus 2. 30, 20.
Will pass. So that's one pass.
Okay. I can roll again?
Yes. Mm-hmm. You get one more. That was going to fail, though. Sorry.
Okay.
Would a natural 20 count as a full success?
It counts as 2 successes.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She use a luck point.
No. No, you cannot use
Damn.
luck on your endeavors. So, Velree, as far as your story is concerned, what would you like to bring to the table?
Wait, don't I get a second endeavor plus the story?
I mean, you just did 2.
That was 2 for okay. I didn't know if it was okay. As far as the story, being in this godforsaken island for so long, I told that story to Mr. Water Genie Man. Got me thinking about my my past a lot, and being there, like, and it kind of reminded me of myself, like when I first woke up anyway. So all this, I'd say, like, I start getting these visions, almost like visions, almost like memories, and they're coming to me like a couple of nights here and there, and I'm getting like flashes of a former life before I was a Dhampir. But it's like hard for me to grasp because I don't remember anything before being a Dhampir. I'm like, is this me? Like, is this something that I've experienced, or am I just dreaming of someone else? Yeah, I'm just getting these flashes of a former life that I'm trying to figure out what it means.
Okay. It's very, very interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. So a lot of reflection, I'd say. A lot of reflection in that. All right. So, with the endeavors out of the way, let's get into something a little more meaty. In particular, you guys are spending an entire month here. It is cold. You're in the throes of winter. When you're outside of this cave. This cave is relatively moderate temperature. It's actually rather nice inside of it. I would say most of you spend the majority of your time in here. The landscape is hazardous, to say the least, outside on the island, which you guys have already experienced. And between Moog and everyone else, Moog kind of taking a few trips out there, Rogar and Trist really trying to crack down on try to get this helmet working, because you need a way off this damn island. And help has not come within a month. Several holidays pass while you guys are here. In particular, which day is it? The Summer Zenith, which is a festival kind of holiday. It's basically the last of the growing season is gone. No, excuse me. We're already way past that. What am I doing? Yes. The Festival of Blades. That's what just passed. The Festival of Blades just passed, which is usually there are these strange monks that kind of roam the dynasty, looking for challenges, combatants in particular, and they hold a grand tournament at the Temple of Blades. And the tournament takes place once a year, and during the tournament, a victor is allowed a boon from the temple. You are not in the dynasty to partake in this event, so it passes by, unfortunately.
Can we partake in the cave? Just like you.
Sure, you guys just fight each other in the cave at some point? Sure, why not?
I challenge Rogar.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm sure you guys begin to get worried at some point about what's going on. No one's come to find you. Morag was supposed to be right behind you. Never happened.
I know sending now.
Trust. Yes, before this. This is before you get your spell.
I just want to let you know. I know it now.
You decode it.
Already know. You can talk to anyone you want to talk to.
Yeah, you decode that towards the end of this. However, during this time, some horrible things happen to all of you.
God.
In particular, you guys have some very, very vivid nightmares. Specifically, one of the times when Rogar and Trist are tinkering with the helmet, real late, all of you are kind of in the cave resting, and one of them trips something on the helm, and there's like a concussive wave that blasts out of it. Hits all of you. Everyone is rendered unconscious and has very strange results.
Damn it, Rogar.
So let's start with. We'll start with Rogar. No, actually,
wait.
No.
So
we're gonna start with.
We're working on the helmet, and the blast goes off. Are we like me and Rogar frozen in time?
No, you guys are blown off your feet, and you are rendered unconscious.
Oh shit!
Everyone is sleeping. Everyone went.
I got 101 points of health.
Doesn't matter. You're rendered unconscious. Okay. Mentally unconscious. You still have all your hit points.
Okay.
So we'll start with Velree. Velree, you have, similar to what you've been experiencing, you have a very vivid haunted vision of a figure. The shading it's kind of like a hazy vision that you're having, and you see a tall figure. You kind of see him from behind. He's shrouded in shadow. You can tell it's a man just by its kind of like posture, and he is standing in a garden of statues, and you know this place. This is part of your captor's home.
Mm.
The statues all resemble beautiful women, and they're amidst a bone meal sand that you know to be the earth in this place that you were once held. The figure is moving around, thrashing about as fast as he can, looks extremely upset, screaming out. You have no auditory cues. You can't hear anything. You're just getting like a still image, a silent image, I mean. And the creature punches one of the statues and explodes into like hundreds of pieces. And as it's kind of hunched over, it looks back over its shoulder. And just for a moment, you get a glimpse of the face and you're rendered with shock and horror. And then you instinctively pull back. And you see him speaking. You see feigned teeth, pale white skin, and he's talking to a group of hooded and cloaked figures off to the side. There appears to be somewhere between 5 to 6 of them. They're hard to make out. They also appear to have this very pale, cold skin. They're draped in black cloaks. And as whatever he's speaking stops, they take a deep bow, and then they retreat into the darkness, all of them. And you see for just a little bit longer as the man reaches down and grabs a hold of a piece of the broken statue and pulls it up. And you see it is a very artistically rendered replica of Velree's face in statue form. And then your vision ends.
Mm-hmm. Sounds great.
Rogar, you see visions of a white dragonborn amidst a blazing heat, like dunes, sands. He's missing an eye. Blood pours from a missing socket. He is wounded heavily. You recognize him as Galrish, the individual that helped you become the man you are so long ago. A former child of Amun. And it looks like he is entrenched in a battle frenzy. And he's fighting against an endless tide of creatures. They appear to be humanoid in shape with long claws. And there are hundreds of them. It appears to be just him, just fighting back and forth in these sands. And off in the distance, you see strange pyramid-like structures moving as if they are in a heat wave. And that's all you see, Rogar. Your vision ends. Zune, you see a very familiar sight. You see a towering cityscape. Layers and layers and towers in an eternal darkness. The sky, well, what resembles sky here, a twinkling of purples and pinks, what you know to be magical light of some sort, as you are in the Veiled Realm, within Silver Durai. And you are looking at a home, one of the many spires that dot the landscape. A familiar home. Possibly your home. And you're in your father's study. You see him at his desk. There is a low light kind of magically illuminating the desk itself. And he is very nervously playing with a ring on his finger, one that you know to have a engraving of spiders and webbing. And he's looking down at a unrolled piece of parchment. And judging from the writing on it, it appears to be a summons to the council. He's being called for something. As he nervously paces back and forth, he looks around. You see a matronly woman, hand on his shoulders, grip it tightly. And he winces. And then your vision ends.
I gotta go home. I gotta go take care of some things. Okay.
Moog Broadjaw.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Moog, unlike the rest of these individuals, you do not have dreams of what might be a possibility or the present even. You have dreams of what happened to you. And particularly, what happened to you while you were in possession of the dredger.
Mm-hmm.
You have visions of crewing his ship, not just the beatings. You have visions of working. You remember, you have glimpses of horrors beyond imagining, demons crawling out of the waves, monsters that would shatter a normal person's mind, all the while this ship putting them down one after the other. An eternal fight of blood, death, and insanity. I need you to roll me a d8, Moog.
You got it. Hold on just 1 second. That's an 8, brother.
Moog, you're going to lose 8 points of sanity.
I don't have 8 points of sanity to lose. Hold
What do you
on.
have?
6.
6 points of sanity, Moog.
I'm dead from insanity.
You were
got
reduced
die,
to
you
0.
bro.
However, you cannot die from this one.
Oh, okay.
You will be
that's
reduced
bullshit.
to 1.
What is that? What is that? My negative
You have
What's
1 point of sanity. You have a minus 5 on sanity.
minus
checks.
5 check. Okay. Moog's a little cray.
Moog is not himself.
He
He
thought
look-
bugbears came from trees.
Listen,
Moog
that
is
is
not in his
a
right state of
creation
mind.
myth. Okay, that's a
Moog might
creation
be possibly passing into a different realm of reality unless something is done soon.
Gotta kill him.
He found mushrooms further down in the cave in the island.
Told him not to eat those, and he never listens to the drow.
Last but not least, Tristan
Oh,
Verona.
go in there and kill him.
Trist, you have a vision. You are standing on a reef. There's an island in the distance. You are looking through your own eyes. It is very vivid, unlike the rest of these individuals, which is more like kind of glazed and half remembered, half seen, who knows what. Yours is vivid, bright, almost as if you're having a premonition. You are broken and bleeding on your knees. Looking out, you have in your right hand a book open. It is bound in black leather. It appears to be bound in human flesh, or humanoid flesh, I should say. The pages are open, though you cannot understand the reading. Out ahead of you, at the edge of this reef, there is a hooded man standing at the edge, arms up wide in supplication. And there is a mighty swirling of water ahead of him. And as it is swirling, a gargantuan hand pulls itself out of the middle of this mass and collapses next to the figure as it cries out over and over again. As this happens, a hand is placed on your shoulder, Trist. You look up. You see a man in a trench coat. His face is blank. It's almost like smudged over. Can't see his face. It appears like he's trying to reach you, trying to call to you. Perhaps trying to warn you. And as he does so, you watch as black tendrils begin to leak out of the space around him, wrap around his body as many eyes begin to appear behind him, and a gaping maw swallows him whole. And then you awake. All of you not doing the best. Moog, worse than the rest, obviously.
Is there a black book in my hand when I wake up?
There is not.
Damn it.
However, with all that taking place, I think that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Emberfell Whispers from the Stars. And we'll have to pick up with some other stuff in the next session. So there will be some housekeeping events, unless you guys want to do it now.
I can figure out what this loot is.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to know what the loot is.
Which loot? Oh, the loot that you have? Okay.
Yes.
We'll say that we'll do that real fast then.
Okay.
So Trist looks at it, and it gives off a magical kind of attunement. And it appears to be endowed with conjuration magic.
Shit. Yeah, I think this thing can summon something.
You want to summon something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's not a particular spell or anything like that, but yes.
Oh, hell. So I'm going to be playing a chord now?
Play a sick riff.
I'm going to play
Zoom
a
begins
sick riff.
to
Fucking shred.
Yeah.
Zoom begins to play a little bit.
Performance?
Sure, why not?
And as soon as it shows up, I dispel it.
Well, that would be a natural one. But for a total of 12.
Damn.
I'll re-roll. I got a lucky. I have a lucky. I'm going to use it because
Sure,
what's
why
it
not?
matter? There we go. That's better.
27.
Oh shit,
Dear
27.
God.
Not going to embarrass.
So Zoom begins to play on the lute, and as you do, there's little wisps of energy out ahead of you. And then it's near, kind of like, I'm assuming you're kind of like sitting down, maybe. Are you standing? What are you doing?
It's probably good. Well, sick riff. Just, you got to stand. You got to put your hips in it.
Standing up.
Yeah.
And you don't even notice it. You're so into the music. Trist, you're kind of looking over at Zoom. And on his shoulder, suddenly there is a ethereal cat appears on his shoulder.
My God. Okay. I love
Two
you
cats.
forever, Anthony.
While
Two cats.
he's playing, and it kind of just kind of like, and it's moving around, and there is this like ghostly cat.
Oh,
My
shit.
God. I love it so much. Thank you, Anthony. It's going to get a name. It's going to get taken care of. It's good.
Now Velree wants a cat. Not everybody wants a damn cat.
This is an animal my family can't kill to punish me. This is fantastic. I bet they can stay. Ah, yeah.
Well, there we go. So
I love that Zune just develops childhood trauma in the moment.
No, it's great. No, it's like this is
he's had it the whole time. But
the whole time.
Yeah. Let's do favorite moments, and then we will close it out. So let's start with old Rogar. Favorite moments of the night.
I guess probably the most exciting or the most interesting I thought was Illithid Trist coming through the portal. I wasn't expecting Illithid Trist. Yeah, that was surprising. He broke the hold, without being attacked. That's not good.
Yeah,
that's not good at all.
That's bullshit. That's not how concentration spells work.
I will tell you that it is the only one that can do that. The rest of them can't do it.
I'm interested to see what happens if he rolls an 8 again.
There you go.
What comes walking through,
Walking through.
Because that bastard's dead,
Yeah, they did. He's dead.
Just infinite of them.
Dude, there's an infinite multiverse. Who knows?
It's more like you woke it up out of bed and it was groggy for a little bit than you had control over it.
Yeah, and then I got him killed.
Yeah.
How about
We got himself corpsed up.
I also have 101 hit points now.
I'm glad
Exactly.
we got to talk about that. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah.
How about Mo?
Oh.
Broadjaw.
Yeah. Favorite moment would be leveling up because I did get tough, and I also bumped up my con score, so now I have 84 hit points.
There we go.
Which is nice, which is good for a fighter. I'm really trying to figure out, both as a character and a player, why Trist is not pleased with Moog now. He tried to throw him overboard after
This is crazy.
died. He's like, he doesn't like my story.
Didn't like it when I was looking at his shield. He got
he
real
wanted
upset about that.
He wanted to slit my throat. I mean, the last time Tristan and I had a moment was when we told stories. And I
You've
just don't.
changed.
But have I? I don't know. And so that's Moog's gonna work to win back Trist's love. This is just what we're gonna do. If he has to slowly chip away at it until Trist is mine.
Oh,
not that I'm crazy. Not that I'm crazy. I'm not crazy.
Not that you're crazy.
I'm not crazy. What? Not crazy. Yeah.
And I will remind you that Moog's particular brand of insanity usually involves him eating things. So
That's true.
Wait, no, that was the other guy.
That was Alcar.
Moog does it too.
Remember
he
ate
now?
a chicken.
Pigeons?
Moog ate one of the
Crigeons?
Crigeons.
Yeah, he ate one of the Crigeons. Ate the whole.
He started eating all kinds of goop and all kinds of stuff.
He did.
Dan just
Yeah.
always rolls
Terrible
the
when
eating
it's crazy
things.
time. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
and don't forget, we get the, you get the one sanity increase back to
You
your
do.
max at least.
That's true. That's true.
For every
Oh yeah,
extended
you
rest.
probably haven't been doing that, Dan.
I haven't. No.
Yeah.
So I don't have.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
Doesn't matter anymore.
it's not going to matter. He's at a 1.
He is 0.
I mean, either way it goes, I was gonna be bad. It's bad.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. My favorite part is being insane. It's great.
Good. We'll deal with that later. How about Tristan Farrell? Favorite moments?
Oof. I mean, Mind Flayer Tristan was pretty cool because I took a spell that somewhat relates to it now. Killing little genie, little bitch ass genie guy.
Bitch ass genie guy. You know who Suliath is.
It's true.
You know his
But
name.
my favorite moment was Zune just running around healing me as I ran around the map. Ah, shit, he's over here now. I gotta run over here. Here comes Zune follow.
It's like your own personal combat medic. It's great.
I did not go unconscious
No, you did
because of that.
not. How about Zune? Favorite moment of the night, Zune?
You know my favorite moment of the night.
Cat.
Cat.
An ethereal cat?
An ethereal cat. That was all I wanted.
That's
That's what I have.
I will tell you, it only lasts for 10 minutes. And then it goes away.
Is it the same cat though?
Yes.
Okay. I have to find a way to free it from its bonds. But okay.
Okay. We'll
New
work on
mission.
that.
Save this cat, and I will enlist Velree's cat help, since she is apparently also a cat lover in character. We're gonna get a pet cat, but okay.
Okay.
don't
Last
care
but not
about my
least,
cat.
Velree. Favorite moments of the night?
God. Least favorite moment is the stupid dice I bought thinking they were cool. But
They might be
thank
cool.
God. Apparently fucking not. Wasting all my rages. Finally that last one, I couldn't attack Mr. Genie Man. I can't believe he didn't like my sad story, Put a lot of effort into that little
I liked your sad story. Suliath.
Did you?
I liked it personally.
I did.
yeah.
It was a
We all liked it. It was a good story.
Yeah.
Just like we liked the bugbear fruit tree. We like that one too.
We're all
else
gonna
did
go
we-
kill your ex, but
Mhm. Well, we'll see how that
we're
goes.
plans.
So I am currently scared about that situation.
There's probably nothing. There's nothing going on, guys.
We're
He's
badasses
obviously
now.
lost you because we don't know where we are. So there's no
Yeah.
way in hell he knows where we are.
Of course not. Yeah, he has no way to track you.
Scrying.
So, if I had a favorite moment, I don't know. There's a lot of good ones here. I was not expecting that fight to last that long. I'll be honest, guys. There was a lot of just whiffs and unable to do anything moments. I was like, "Ooh, this is rough. This is pretty rough." So yeah, that went a little bit farther than normal, but it worked out in the end. You guys killed Suliat. You could have just been his slaves, and he would have taken care of you. We could have just ended the campaign there. You would have just been his entertainment, and he would have just taken you places. And
who?
Fed you.
Who was it? What was his name?
I'm not gonna. You know what? We're not gonna do this, Mr. One Insanity. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do this, crazy man.
What? I'm sorry.
The Dredger's coming back for you.
All
right. Well, I guess that's going to be it. So, for everybody out there, thank you very much for watching. This has been Emberfell's Whisper of the Stars. This is the whole cast and crew saying thank you.
Cuckety-cuck.
Okay. Do make sure to like and subscribe for future content. Do not check out Dan Decker on Twitter. He sucks major ball sack. And make sure to check out Velree on I'm all out of source now on you know what you're on, Velree the Barbarian.
TikTok.
TikTok.
And I'm on
TikTok.
Twitter. I'm also
Thanks
on
a
Twitter
lot.
now.
And Twitter. So I'll have links down in the description. And
follow
of
my
course,
MySpace page.
Yeah, follow my MySpace page. You know, GM Jumbo Thick. It's on there. Just do it. And that's going to be it, guys. So we look forward to seeing you next week. Do make sure to make some comments down below. We love to read them. And we're looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a good day.